Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How's everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. How's everybody? I know it's going to take us a minute to get settled back in. But what do I always say? Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? How's your week so far? Hey, Sakira. How you feeling, little girl? Can y'all hear me good? Hello, TikTok. Oh, let me go and share. Y'all go and share because we got to remind everybody to come back to Bible study tonight. So let's go do that right now. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I forgot how to share. Let me get back in the groove too. There we go. Okay, glad you're joining. Let me share. So I can come back and see what y'all was talking about. Are y'all sharing? Because I can't see. But I hope y'all are sharing too. Let me share some messenger, some personal invitations. Let me see. Let's get everybody in here. I'm sharing with everybody. If everyone is doing magnificent. I can see them at the same time. Yeah, glad you're doing better, Sakira, Teresa, Jessica. Everybody share, because you know we got to remind everybody. Yes, Lisa, if it is your first time, put your name and put 2 hearts beside it, hearts of any color. But put 2 hearts beside it so we know that you are a first time visitor. I need tagging Donovan. Yes, tag everybody. That's what I'm doing. All my family and friends. I'm tagging everybody. Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Make sure they don't forget because it's been a minute. So let's share, share, share. Yes, Jessica shared, Dania shared, Jaquita shared. Yeah, let's do this thing. Let's get everybody in here. Invite them into the house of the alerts. I'm invite my niece. I seen 3 pages she got already. God bless her. I know I'm tagging Angelica, but she said she'd be working, but she'd go back and look later. But just so you don't forget, she get everybody. I mean, I'm going for what I know tonight with the tags. Are y'all tagging? Yeah, well, y'all doing good. Keep going. Is that Takaya or Takia? Remind me one more time. My country wants to say Takaya, but it could be Takia. Let me know. Let me know. Y'all, the way I'm inviting everybody, and I got everybody in my list because so many people were so kind to send me birthday wishes. And baby, the way I'm inviting all these folks, I'm on it. You hear me? I'm on it. All right, I gotta come back. Oh, I can see y'all now. I got my 2 screens configured right. I just shared with you, Elder Shika. You already here. Sister Brenda Eberhard. I got your phone message for my birthday. Thank you. But did you realize that you got an award on New Year's? Because I just thought about it. I hadn't heard from you, and I know you might have been asleep because it was late. But do you know you got the award for the virtual MVP at our award ceremony on New Year's night, Miss Brenda? Did you know that? Okay, let me focus. Let me focus. I'm coming back. I'm telling everybody. I'm coming back. I promise. Yeah, I'm going crazy with the tag. All right, I'm coming back. I did all I can do. It's above me now. If it's your first time, put your name and put 2 hearts beside it. Oh, we're over time. Okay. For our icebreaker for tonight, I was gonna try to do this one. Hey, Mama, I was gonna try to do this one, but I can't do it. So I hate knock jokes, but I know some people like knock jokes. So I said for our icebreaker, I'm gonna just get everybody to put their favorite knock joke in the chat. But as I was looking at them, I just hate them. Do y'all like knock jokes? If so, we'll do it next week, and I give everybody a chance to get prepared. But if y'all say PK, I ain't all about that either. Let me know. Please make sure to share with somebody and tag somebody. Please. Oh, you were present, Miss Brenda. Okay, gotcha. I wanted to make sure that you knew you was the MVP virtual. Hey, Miss Sandra. Hey, Maggie, you feeling better? How's that call? So, I got to get back to what the actual icebreaker is. The icebreaker tonight is, Jaquita said, no, not jokes. My son-in-law is here, and he tagged my daughter. Okay, so icebreaker is, what was your favorite childhood candy? What was a favorite childhood candy? Mine is not necessarily a candy, but I'll name a couple. Big League Chew. Baby, I used to love some Big League Chew. And Pez. I used to love some Pez. Pez. You got a cold too, Joyce? It's getting everybody. I'm telling you, it's getting everybody. What was your favorite childhood candy? Maggie feeling better. Okay, good. What did you like as a child? It was something else. It was dipping sticks. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Meek said Butterfinger, Starburst. What was your favorite childhood candy? Mary Jane's, Annihilators. If you say Annihilators, you can't just say that. You know you got to say the flavor. What was your Annihilator flavor? Because everybody had a favorite. I'm trying to think what was my favorite. I couldn't stand them bananas or grapes, but it was something I did like Annihilators. I can't remember those. Sour pour and airhead. What's sour pour, Jessica? Annihilators. Okay, Mary Jane's. Somebody said banana. Mary Jane's. Got a lot of them Mary Jane's. Yeah, what was your favorite childhood candy? Pastor Treva said Annihilators. Soft banana Annihilators. How you get them soft? The Breda Trayana. Is it your first time the Breda Trayana? If it is, put your name, put 2 hearts so we can go crazy. Peanut butter bars. Candy ring. Yes, Miss Joyce. Snickers, Airheads, any color Airheads, Warheads, but I couldn't handle the Warheads. Banana Annihilators, Lemon Heads, Silver Tops. What's Silver Tops? Everybody love the Banana Annihilators, Great Annihilators, Big Boy. I don't know what that is, Lynette. Rolos, that's a good one, Teresa. Chico Sticks, myself, that's a good one. Runts, oh my God, Ronald, that's a good one. Annihilators, Butterfinger, Baby Ruth, Snickers, Hershey Kisses. Trayana. It's Trayana's first time. Treona. And tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Please welcome Treyana. Treona. Treona. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I'm missing something. I gotta go back. Elder Chica said strawberry. The candy necklace. That's a good one. Cheese. Raisinette. Sugar babies. Nutty buddies. Great Annihilators. Wax soda bottles. KP. Baby. I used to love them things, baby. Chocolate BB bags. I don't know what that is, Katrina. Sour power. I don't know what that is. They got soft Annihilators. Okay. Candy necklace. A payday. Hey Aisha, Chico sticks, pop rocks. Yup, Fifth Avenue. Do they still make that? Reese's cups, because you're not that old, Miss Brenda. Got it. Did y'all welcome Treyana? Yes, we go crazy when it's somebody's first time. Yeah, that candy necklace, candy bracelet, baby, I be candy down. Elder Sandra Hughes Bumpers, one of my dear friends. It's her first time. Can y'all welcome Elder Sandra? Welcome, Elder Sandra, in the house. Oh, yeah, sweethearts, Miss Linda. That's a good one. Dots, Minister Tevin. Yes. What are BB bags? Somebody need to post a picture of some BB bags. Your favorite childhood candy, Aisha. That's icebreaker. What's your favorite childhood candy? Got 2 first-time visitors already. Yes. Bubblegum cigarettes, baby. I could smoke a bubblegum cigarette with the best of them. Mm-hmm. Charleston Chew. That's a good one. I forgot about them. Minister Ebony, what was your favorite childhood candy? Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls. That's all I can think of when you put that, Lynette. But everybody need to share. While y'all telling your favorite candy, I need everybody to share because everybody has shared. We got to get back in the habit. Come on. If it's your first time visiting, Miss Pretty, you just co-sign on everybody like, yep, those was good. Yep, I like those. Yep, those was good. Milky Way. Aisha, you young. Your favorite is the Milky Way. Ring Pop. Mm-hmm. Almond Joy Swedish Fish. Yes. I ain't never liked it too much, Yolanda. Maggie. Baked beans. Them Boston baked beans, baby. Yes. Them caramels. Yeah, I like them as a child. I can't eat them as an adult. Be them pull my tooth right out my mouth. So they got Twix. I'm looking at the TikTok people. Twix, Charleston Chew. Yes. Hey, Miss Nat. What's your favorite childhood? Laughing Taffy. What you say, Miss Joyce? Everybody had shared. Yep, them caramel creams, Miss Delzora. Big boys, lemon head. I don't know what big boys are either. Cherry clams. I don't know what those are. Chinese gum. I don't know what that is. Mr. Goodbar. Now I still tell Mr. Goodbar up. You know when they be in that bag with the mix. If I tears them up. Everybody share and tag somebody. Sugar. Ooh, that sugar daddy. I used to love the sugar daddy. Not sugar babies, but sugar daddy. Red Hots. Yes. Chico stick. Lemon head. Everybody share. Come on. Brittany. I forgot about them. Them strawberry cream savers. Them things used to hit. Mary Jane's bitter honey. Reese cups, lemon heads. I need some glasses. Where's our crystal at the first? Red Hots, Cowtails, the Dusty Rocks Hard candies for Grandma Church. That one's your favorite. Sugar Daddy. Now, Mama used to eat Sugar Daddy. Fireballs, hot balls. Somebody just put it in the TikTok too. Yes. Candy cigarettes, not just the bubble gum, but the one, and they tasted terrible. But baby, we thought we was smoking. Like we just thought we was so cool because we was smoking. Butterfinger. A big boy got a pink wrap with gum inside. Oh, it's kind of like hard at first. I know what you're talking about. Flavor lasts like 10 seconds. Milk Duds, peanut log. My son-in-law Chris said, when times is hard, sugar and Kool-Aid in the bag. Ain't never done that, Chris. And I done had some hard. Missy, zebra stripes. Y'all miss that zebra stripes? Oh, yes. Terrence, them caramel apple pops, baby. I will tear that up today. You hear me? I will tell. Whenever I see them at Halloween, I always get them. I love them. Boston baked beans. I don't think I ever ate them. Yes, Miss Joyce, the beer candy. It was like the wax bottles, right? Y'all ain't even done no announcement. I done got sold off. Them little Lakeisha, you talking about them strawberries, but in the strawberry paper, Jolly Rancher sticks. Mm-hmm. Dinner mints. Now, my step grandbaby, Chloe, she loved anything mint. And you know, as a child, when she looking for the peppermint. She will go past the chocolate. Ask Chris. She would go past the chocolate to find a mint, baby. She loves a mint. So maybe you was one of them kids. Whoppers, Lynette. Mm-hmm. Pop Rocks. Bubble Yum. Yeah, but that Big League Chew, baby, I would take it out and put it like I was chewing tobacco. I'm country. And spit it out. I thought I was doing something. If it's your first time here, yes, Denise, thank you. You and Lisa on it tonight. If it's your first time here, please put your name and put 2 hearts beside it. We already have 2 first barrels. Yes, Teresa, I forgot about them. Put your name and put 2 hearts beside it. Y'all, I got to do some announcement. I just got to. I'm just doing anything except what I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you to Bishop for being there on Sunday. Let me tell you something. The way y'all get so excited when Bishop is there, it just makes my heart feel good. I get so excited because y'all be so excited, and he's excited too. We just love it. So Takia said her husband be turning peppermints up. Let me tell y'all something. Greeters, let me ask y'all a question. How many bags of peppermints do y'all buy every Sunday? Because they load it up every Sunday morning. They fill those mints up. FYI, the greeters bring the mints they own self. Like y'all need to say thank you, greeters. But we tear them up. Now I eat at least 2 during service. But how many bags of peppermints do we go through on Sunday? Yes, it is report card time. Candy corn. Okay, you like candy corn? Mm-hmm. Terrence Johnson. It's Terrence's first time. That's 3. Can y'all welcome Terrence? Can y'all please welcome Terrence? Please welcome Terrence. Yep, we got them, Brother Doug, them bubblegum cigarettes. Mm-hmm. Orange slices. Nobody said those times. You know, I might do orange slice today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I might tell when the mints, they go quick. But the little babies, you know, they put their whole hand in like this. Purple peppermints. Khadijah, I had a purple peppermint. Yeah, if it's your first time, put your name and 2 hearts beside it. Yeah, I gotta do these announcements. I got stuck. Thank you, Bishop. I got 1 minute to do announcements. Baptism and communion is Sunday. Baptism and communion. So that means small groups are from 9 to 9:30. Then we cut those off because we need to come in and get prepared for baptism and communion. If you are a new member and you have to be baptized, please reach out to the church or to Miss Janice or to Sharonda Clements. Raise your hand, Sharonda, this week to make sure that we have you on the list. Yes, Tootsie Roll Pops. Tootsie Roll Pops. We forgot about them, y'all. Immediately following morning worship, Brother Swift is asking the men to meet. Now, y'all know they go through about 5 bags every Sunday. Oogly moogly, as we say in the country. There's Sharonda. So, the peanut circus candy. Yes. I always forget on Sunday if we have a meeting after church. Y'all know that. It's just a lot going on. I have a lot. But I'm telling you in advance, get all the men who are on here. If you're a lady that's on here that has a man house after church Sunday, Brother Swift, our new men's ministry leader, is going to meet with them. Hey, Jen, to talk about some of the things they're going to do this year. Remember, our evangelism goal is 1 member per one first-time visitor per member per month. So we got 2 more Sundays in January for you to bring your first-time visitor. Make sure that they sign in so that you get credit. But that's our goal because we're anchored, right? We're committed this year. And we're all going to be working on our goals. And then January the 31st. This is a new announcement. Hot tamales, Miss Lorraine. Yes. Let me see. Airheads, Laffy Taffy, Pot Rocks. Yep. They're mystery flavor. Mm-hmm. Yep. Grab a brother and bring them on Sunday. Men remember this stuff. Grab the guys and say, yeah, we got to stay at the church. The 31st, the men are going on their first outing, which is so exciting. They're going bowling to the Rocky Mount Bowling Alley at 11:30. So see Brother Swift. He'll have more details for that on Sunday. Danielle, did you say butterscotches? Yeah, I said that fun dip. Did I say fun dip? I said something dip, but I don't know if I said fun dip. But either way, yes, Elder Tashika, fun dip. Thank you for covering everything while I was out last week, Elder Tashika. The second Sunday in February is Old School Sunday. First Sunday is going to be Heritage Sunday. We wear our African attire. So first Sunday is our African attire. Second Sunday is Old School Sunday. Third Sunday is Love Sunday. Y'all got that? Say it again. First Sunday is Heritage Sunday. We're African attire. Second Sunday, Old School Sunday. Third Sunday is Love Sunday. Can somebody put that in the chat for me? And then we'll begin to prepare for Lent. So the second Tuesday in February, I'll share our plan for consecration, what our fast is going to be, because Lent begins on February the 18th. So make sure you're in Bible study. I'm not going to do it on Sunday this year. I'm going to do it in Bible study. So let's make sure that we're here in Bible study, so we know the next week will begin consecration, and we'll need to do some preparation for it this week. So I want to make sure this year. So I want to make sure that we have time. So I'm going to do it the week before, because it starts Wednesday, the 18th, but you'll need some time to prep probably for this one. This Sunday, hey, Miss Lorraine, I missed y'all. So this Sunday, please, we're going to do something a little different. So bring you a notebook or something to take some notes in this Sunday. I know some people taking your phone. That's absolutely fine. But you love butterscotch cheese. Okay. Yep. Joyce says she getting ready for Lent this year for consecration. Let's get ready, because this year we went a little light last year. Y'all know we did. We didn't go too hard, but we going in this year. All right, y'all ready? We got to get to the lesson. So believe it or not, y'all, we are on week 30 in the book of Proverbs. And tonight we're going to Proverbs 12 and 9. Proverbs 12 and 9. I'm going to put that in the chat. I know Miss Brenda usually grabs it for me, but just in case, Proverbs 12 and 9. And Proverbs 12 and 9 says, better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. Proverbs 12 and 9 says, better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. I want to talk about tonight playing pretend. Thank you, Elder Tashika. First Sunday, Heritage Sunday. Second Sunday, Old School Sunday. Third Sunday, Love Sunday. And our colors for Love Sunday will be pink, red, and white, because I know we just did red, so we'll throw the pink, red, and white in there together in case people want to. Pixie sticks. Yes. Yes. Lynette. Thank you for those stats, Lisa. I think mine are moving a little more quickly. We got 27 on YouTube, 84 on Facebook, and I can't see Instagram and TikTok. If so, I don't know how to see it on TikTok. But yes, y'all doing good. I think it's a few of us that still haven't shared though. Let's go. Candy straws. Yes. Hey, Lamika in the house. So let's talk about why we play pretend. First tonight, I want to start about some of the ways that we pretend. Some of the Proverbs 12 and 9 says, better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. And we play pretend in a lot of ways. The first way is a lot of times we play pretend that we're okay when we're not okay. We do. We don't want folks to know that we're not okay. So we act like we are. That's one of the ways that we pretend. We pretend that we're okay when we are not okay. And let me say this to you. I know y'all have heard it, but sometimes when you don't hear it until the moment that it is applicable is when it makes a difference. So let me say this. It's okay not to be okay. It's all right not to be okay, because sometimes it is hard for us to show our vulnerability. But pretending, see, we pretend emotionally, we pretend psychologically, we pretend even physically that our spiritual health, our psychological health, our emotional health is good when it's really not good. And even as Christians, we've got to make sure that we are not playing pretend when we are not okay. Here's why. One of the reasons, guilty, me too, Aisha, I'm guilty of the same. Because oftentimes I feel like, hey, if I'm not okay and y'all see me not okay and y'all not okay, like we all going down, but it's okay for any of us, including myself, not to be okay. And sometimes when we play pretend with our emotional health, our mental health, our psychological health, our financial health, our spiritual health, when we play pretend, the struggle that we're going through only intensifies. It makes it worse, because not only do I have what my original struggle is, then on top of that I got to deal with this facade that I'm putting on like everything is okay. So that duplicity, I've got to deal with that on top of the fact that I already got something going on. I'm guilty too, Brenda. I'm guilty, Frida. We come into church on Sunday and we smile. We don't want anybody to know that we're not okay. We play pretend. But we got to be very careful about that, because oftentimes it is only going to intensify what it is that we're going through. That don't mean we got to confess everything in the world to everybody. That doesn't mean that every time we come, we got to break down. But we got to be okay with sharing with somebody that things are not good, that we are not doing okay. The other issue with us playing pretend when it comes to our emotional, psychological, mental, spiritual health, the other problem with us with that is that when we do that, it gives the enemy more of a toehold. Y'all know about that saying in the country, a toehold. Don't give them no toehold. It gives the enemy more of a toehold, more leverage, more of an opening, more of the ability to manipulate us. Because we got so much going on. We got the situation, then we got what we pretending to be. We got everything that we're trying to carry, everything that we're trying to be, on top of the fact that we're not okay. And when we do that, then the enemy is able to infiltrate, get that toehold. That means he can grab hold. He has a ability to get in there and to latch on and to make things worse, to manipulate us in our decisions and in how we respond to people, when all the while the issue is that we're not good and we don't want to tell anybody that we're not good. It's okay not to be okay and to share with somebody that we're not okay. The other thing, though, is that sometimes when we pretend that we're okay, when we're not okay, we even pretend with God. We're not even talking to God about what's really going on. We're not even getting down to the nitty gritty with God about what's happening. Oh God, I just want you to use me. No, you want a promotion. No, you are depressed because something's going on. We're going to God pretending and not even willing to be vulnerable in our communion and our communication with God. But it's okay not to be okay with somebody else and with God. Psalm 139 and 23. Psalm 139 and 23 says, "Search me, O God, know my heart, test me, and know my anxious thoughts." If nothing else, when you go to God, pray Psalm 139 and 23 as a prayer. I got a little emotional just reading it. Search me, O God, know my heart, test me, and know my anxious thoughts. That's a prayer that we can pray to the Lord. Even if we can't articulate all of the things that are going with us, we can take those things to the Lord. Listen, here's what we're going to do. We're starting off 2025 strong together. In the chat, I want you to put, as much as you're comfortable, not if you're not comfortable, but in the chat, I want you to put, "I'm okay right now in your life. Right now in your life, I'm okay with this." And then I want you to put, "Right now, I'm not okay with this." Here's an area, like I said, as you're comfortable, but we're sharing with each other, and we've got to practice this skill of vulnerability, of sharing with each other. Right now, I'm at a place in my career where I want to make another move before I retire. I want to move up, but it looks like that may not happen for me. I'm okay with that. I don't like it. It's not what I desire, but I'm okay with it. Right now in my life, I'm sharing mine. Now you share yours in the chat as you're comfortable. Right now in my life, I am not okay with singleness. There's a time that I have been okay with it, but right now where I am, I'm not okay. I want my person. I'm getting older. I'm tired of it. Y'all know my testimony. I'm tired of taking out trash. I'm tired of pumping gas. But in all seriousness, like right now, I'm just not okay with that. It's not where I want to be. I want to have my person and begin this autumn of my life. I'm not okay with that right now. Like that's a place where I'm struggling right now. Yes, I love Jesus. Yes, God is good. Yes, I'm abundantly blessed. Yes, I'm okay with some of the things that are not okay that are happening, but I'm not okay with that. Share what yours is. Yeah, I'm not going to read anybody's. I just want you to practice. I want us to practice learning to be vulnerable. Now, next week, next month, next year, those things could be different for us, but we have to make sure that we are able to articulate and stop playing pretend with things being what they are not. And there's nothing wrong with that. It has nothing to do with God. Just because we love Jesus does not mean that we are always sunshine and roses, bubble gum, candy corn, and soda pop. And all that candy that we name, those are sweet things that pass for a moment. But life is not like that. Yeah. What are you okay with now? And what are you not okay with right now? And it's okay to share that. Okay. So we one of the first ways that we pretend is that we pretend that we're okay when we're not okay. One of the other ways that we pretend is that we pretend that we don't need help when we really need help. You hear me? We pretend that, let me tell you this. Can I tell you this? I don't care who you are. I stand 10 toes. Everybody needs help with something. Everybody needs help with something, whether it's career, whether it's in our faith walk, whether it is in our bills, our expenses, whether it is in making wise choices, whether or not it's in how we budget our money, how we, some of us can't cook. We need help in that. Some of us need help learning how things go in ministry. I've been working with the new leaders. Everybody needs help. Some of us need help in business. Some of us need help navigating being in marriage. Some of us need help in parenting. Some of us need help taking care of aging parents or sick family members. Everybody needs help. But too often we play pretend like we don't need help when we really do need help. Look at James 4:2. And for those of you that are sharing in the chat what you're okay with and what you're not okay with, thank you. Thank you for sharing. There's going to be deliverance. There's going to be a change attached to that. And praying that prayer, that Psalm 139:23, search me, God, know my heart. These are the issues of my heart. These are the things that are flowing from my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Those things that are overwhelming my mind. God, pray that prayer over these things that you are sharing tonight. Now, when we act like we don't need help, when we really need help in any area, all of us need help in something. All of us, everyone, need help in something. James 4:2. We put that in the chat. James 4:2. Do y'all like it better if I put the scripture in the chat or if I post it at the bottom of the screen? Let me know. I can do it either way. James 4:2 says, you desire and do not have, so you murder. You covet and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. Did you hear that? We pretend like we don't need help when we do need help. And James 4:2 says, you desire and do not have, so you murder. You cover and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. All of those things, when we need help and we don't seek that help, then these are some of the ways that we end up responding. And then the verse closes out and says, you do not have because you do not ask. The presence of faith, the presence of God in our life, the presence of our covenant with him, being anchored in the word, anchored in commitment, anchored in compassion, all of those things do not cancel out the need for assistance. Everybody needs help. And too often we don't get the help that we need. We don't have because we don't ask. We don't get the help that we need because we are so busy pretending like we don't need help. Come on, say amen. Um, we covet and can't obtain, so we fight and quarrel. We desire and don't have, so we murder. The presence of faith doesn't change the fact that all of us need help. And here's where we struggle. Can I get into it, KP? Here's where we struggle. We struggle because we don't want to let anybody know that we need help. God can do it. Yeah, God can do it. But he might do it through somebody else. But the problem is we all I spy, inch eye, private eye. We all clandestine. We all spies. I've been watching Homeland for a couple of weeks. We all are so secretive about everything and saying, pretending like we do not need help, then that we don't get help, even though God may be sending it through somebody else. Let me tell you something. I once was young and now I'm old. I never seen the righteous forsaken. I never seen the city begging for bread. But I ain't never walked down the street and a check fell on my head. I ain't never walked down the street and it was raining money. I told y'all I'm not okay in my singleness. It ain't raining on men. That has never happened to me. But it could be, it has been that God has blessed me through somebody else. But sometimes we are so pretentious. We pretend so much that everything is okay that we don't get the help that we need. You know what I hear from people so often, and I know this is an area for me, but oh, your face showed this, or you acted like this, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I hear that so much as a pastor. And one of the things that I think people never stop and say is, maybe she ain't okay. When we're looking at somebody and looking at how they respond, right? It says you desire and don't have, so you murder. You covered and cannot attain, so you fight and quarrel. Maybe they're quiet, crying. Maybe they're short. Maybe their response is because they are not okay and they have not asked for help. Maybe they ain't okay. Maybe they need some help. Maybe that's what's happening. Will you look at the person beside you? Will you look at the person beside you and say, open your hand for the help? Come on. Look at somebody and say, open your hand for the help. I hear you, KP. Every ear is not a good ear, but that's where we seek God for discernment. And even if we ask for help and that does not come out the way that we want it to, God still can honor that and bless that. Or they might share it with somebody who gives the help. The problem is our pride does not allow us, because we're so busy worrying about what the next person is going to do or is going to say, we might miss out on the person who really is a genuine person. We're going to get to that probably next week at the break. We're going to open your hand for the help. Open your hand for the help. Open your hand for the help. I'm not okay. I need help. This other one, let me get into this next one. The other way that we pretend that we're okay when we're not okay. We pretend that we don't need help. And sometimes we pretend that we are more than we are. Whether that's financially, we pretend like we're better off than we are. So we're doing what our friends do when we know we can't afford it. Or we're doing what the Joneses are doing when we know we can't afford it. We're pretending that we're more than we are. In our careers, we pretend like we're more than we are. We act like we the supervisor on the job. We not the supervisor. In our business, for those of us that are entrepreneurs, that are running business, we pretend like we are more than we are. In our marriage, we try to act like everything is so good. I forgot to talk about marriage ministry tonight. Can I digress? Our marriage ministry relaunch is the second Wednesday. Guess the name of our marriage ministry is? Through the Fire. Yes, but Felton and Sister Shanika are leading that. But we're going to have a special small group every Sunday in February for our married couples. So call it all the married couples. Every Sunday in February, a special small group for Through the Fire marriage ministry. And then that second Wednesday in February, they're going to have a relaunch. And they're coming in. They're going to have a night of fun and fellowship for all the couples. I forgot that. We pretend that we are more than we are financially, in our careers, in our businesses, in marriage, even in our walk with Christ. I saw somebody say, hey, I'm struggling a little bit in my walk. We pretend that we are more than we are. We puff ourselves up for the sake of others, so that others can see us pretend like we're something that we are not. For some reason, we have this tendency to inflate ourselves when it's not even necessary. We always add a little extra to it, as my Aunt Gloria would say. We always add in a little extra. We puff ourselves up so that others can see us, so that others can look on us and say that we are this or we are that. But guess what? Again, like I said, everybody needs help. Everybody has problems. Everybody has areas where they struggle. So there's no need for us to pretend as if we are more than what we are. If my situation, if I'm in this income bracket, I'm in this income bracket. If I'm in this job, I'm in this job. If I'm in this title, I'm in this title. It is what it is. And there's no need for us to act as if that we are on a level that we are not on. And we'll talk about next week. But listen, this goes back to I want to take it just back to our starter verse today, Proverbs 12 and 9, because we're on week 30 in the book of Proverbs. And we're just on chapter 12. But Proverbs 12 and 9 says, better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. It's different now, don't it? It's different now, don't it, that we dug into it. It's better to be a nobody and yet have a servant and pretend to be somebody and have no food. Let's talk about why do we pretend? Why do we pretend? The first reason, and this, I think this is the only one I may get into tonight, but the first reason that we pretend is because of our pride. Let me tell you something. Sometimes some of us have pretended for so long that we don't want to go back and admit that that's not what it ever was, or that the status has changed. Yes, maybe at one time I was in this financial position, but things have changed. I'm not there anymore. We don't want to tell our friends and our family that things have changed. It's because of our pride. Sometimes we put on for so long. Have y'all ever known people who in marriage, they be separated, dang on near divorce, and nobody ever know, baby, because they pretend like everything is perfect, like everything is good. Same thing with our children. We act like our children are perfect, knowing good well they suspended. Baby, they ain't sick, they suspended. Sometimes we pretend for so long that we don't want to step back and be like, you know what? This is not what this is. As a matter of fact, it was never that. It was never that situation. That's one of the reasons why, and I hope y'all don't mind, I try to be very transparent in how I feel and the things that I go through and just my shortcomings, because I don't want to lead anybody astray to think that following Christ is not a daily struggle. It's not a walk every day. That's why I try to do practical application, preaching and teaching, because we got to understand, we got to take this step by step. There's no need for us to pretend, because we all sin and we all fall short of the glory of God. And the sooner that we acknowledge our shortcomings, hand them over to God, lean to the wisdom of some people who have been through it, and work through it together, then the sooner we will get better. And that word that we're trying to get aligned to will get closer and closer, and that walk will get easier and easier. That's why we cannot be playing pretend. That first pretend, where we pretended for so long because of our pride, that first pretend is called prolonged pretend. Can y'all put that in the chat for me? Prolonged pretend. That's when we've been pretending for a long time. Baby, some of us been pretending for a long time that we wear a size 10 and we wear 14. You can quit cutting the tags out of that dress. It's a 14. If you got on the 10, it's not working. It's called prolonged pretend. Come on, say prolonged pretend. That's when we have been putting on for so long that we don't even know how to go back and say, I don't know how to do this. I've never known how to do this. I have been getting somebody else to help me, or I have been pretending like I just can't do it because of this. When the truth is, I don't even that prolonged pretend. Some of us got some stuff. Come on. That we've been pretending about for a long time. When I talked about not being okay in my singleness, there are some single women and some single men that are saying, "Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm by myself. I love Jesus. Jesus all I need." Baby, you lonely. No, you not. You not okay. And there's no need to continue to play pretend. That don't mean we don't trust God. That don't mean we don't lean to God's sovereign will. But if you ain't okay, then baby, you just ain't okay. But we don't pretend it. So sometimes we pretend so long till we convince ourselves that it's true. Sometimes we forget that we lying to ourselves. Prolonged pretend. The first reason that we do it is that pride from that prolonged pretend. The second reason that we play pretend is because we're comparing ourselves to others. See, a lot of times we pretend in order to elevate ourselves above others. It ain't even real, but I'll pretend like it is. You'll pretend like it is. We'll pretend like it is so that we can elevate ourselves above others. But let me tell you what that comparison is. Let me tell you what that pretending for the sake of comparison. That indicates, first of all, if I got to pretend that I'm something I'm not to make me better than you, then that also could indicate that I'm jealous of you, that I'm envious of you. So I said, I ain't jealous. I ain't envious of nobody. Then why are you pretending? Why am I pretending? Why are we pretending? I didn't say that's always the case. I said it could indicate that. The other thing that could indicate when we are pretending that we're something in order to elevate ourselves above others, it could be because we're jealous. It could be because we're envious, or it could be just because we got a dishonest spirit that we need to break. Some of us lie for the sake of lying. Some of us can never be less than anybody else in any situation. If they've been to school, we've been to a better school. If they got a degree, we got a better degree. If their husband makes this much money, then our husband's got to make this much money. If our business brings in this much revenue, if their business brings in this much revenue, then our business got to bring in this much revenue. We just got to lie about everything in order to keep ourselves above everybody. Come on, say amen. And for the spirit in the name of Jesus that's thinking about somebody else, we deal with us. Y'all know what we do on Tuesday night. Come on, don't play. We deal with us in this Bible study. Amen. Oh, I got 2 minutes. Oh, man. Comparison to others, it indicates jealousy and envy. It indicates a dishonest spirit. And then sometimes it indicates that our self-esteem is low. Because if my self-esteem, my belief in myself in Jesus Christ is where it needs to be, then I don't have to pretend in order to make myself better than you. But if my self-esteem is low and I don't think of myself as I ought to, not thinking of myself more highly than I should, but as I am, but if I don't think of myself as I should, then I'm going to try to pretend to elevate myself above you because my self-esteem is so low that I don't think that I can be of value unless I'm better than you. I got to stop. That was getting good. Oh, that was getting good. We're going to finish next week. Y'all help me remember where we are. We're talking about why we pretend, and we're on pride and talking about comparison to others. Y'all got it? That's where we're going next week. We're on why do we pretend. We're talking about pride. We talked about pride, and then we're going to finish talking about comparison to others. That's where we're going to start next week. Thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for coming back this week. I will see you. Don't forget your notebooks on Sunday for service. Something to take notes on and write. Bring those on Sunday. I love y'all. I gotta stop, Aisha. I gotta honor y'all's time. I respect your time, and if I tell you 7 to 7:45, I want to respect that. I will show respect to y'all. I love y'all. Next week, we'll be back. We'll be back next week.